So it's been a couple of weeks since I added 6 pumpkins to the compost bin. So we're gonna check it out and see how they're doing. What's up? So we're gonna check out the compost bin and see how things are breaking down, and just go over some of my process for mixing up my compost and, just maintaining it while it's breaking down. So let's get to it. All right, so like I said, it's been a couple weeks since we added the pumpkins, and we're gonna give this a mix and see how things are breaking down. Also, I did have the monarch chrysalis that was attached right here, which was really inconvenient, and I didn't want to damage it, so I did end up moving it to another place in the garden. So I'll post a link to a video on how that's done. I just basically followed that video. I've never done it before, so I didn't take a video of it because I didn't want to botch it up. And but it was a success, and I'm happy to say that it's doing just fine. So let's go ahead and give this a mix. All right, so this is definitely going to take some muscle. So if I stop talking, you're going to know why. So far, so good. Oh, I can feel the heat coming off of this, which is pretty awesome. That means it's heating up nicely. Not too moist, not too dry. It's looking really good. So we're just gonna give it a mix. I really don't see any pumpkins other than little, it looks like this is the skin of one, but they definitely are breaking down, which is awesome considering it's only been about 2 weeks or so since I put them in there. So I'm happy about that. As you can see, there's some lettuce in there right now. I just added that yesterday. So again, I am constantly adding to this pile, which is why I mix it as much as possible and sift through it when I'm ready to get completed compost. But it's going to be a while for this, for sure, because there's still lots of browns that need to be broken down. Ugh. Holy guacamole. Definitely takes some muscle. Ah. This side really does not want to turn. Oh. Holy. Okay. Keep it going. Oh my gosh. Whoa. Okay. Where are you? I know you're in here. Turning. I'm trying to get down to the bottom where I know there's some really good compost, but I just want to get it all mixed up as much as possible. And it doesn't have to be perfect. You don't have to layer it perfectly. You just turn it. If it only gets a little bit of a turn, about once a week or once every 2 weeks, that's fine. But as you can see, again, pumpkins have completely decomposed. And I'm hoping to come across something that I can show you that I saw earlier, and now I can't find them. of course, now that I'm doing a video, I cannot find them. So, you know what? I think I saw one. Okay, this is what I want to show you. So, I was turning this a little bit earlier and then decided to do a video because I came across this guy. Where are you? I came across this guy and I just dropped him. Awesome. Here's another one. A whole bunch of these, actually, in my compost. And they look like little worms. Don't worry, don't freak out. They're not maggots. These are actually black soldier fly larvae. And if you find these in your compost, again, don't freak out. They're all over my compost, actually. I just kind of buried them. But don't freak out, because these are excellent for breaking down compost. So that is a big part of why these pumpkins have already decomposed as quickly as they have, is because of that black soldier fly larvae. And if you have chickens, you already know how much chickens love those things. I mean, there are people who buy the larvae just for their chickens. But so when I find them in my compost, it makes me happy, because I know that they're doing their job and they're breaking things down. So I have some browns, egg carton paper. I'm just gonna spread that around on top because I always feel like I don't have enough browns. And some indicators are smell. If there's a lot of smell, you definitely need more browns. If you have ants, add some browns, give it a turn, make sure it's moist, and those ants will go away because they do not like to be disturbed. So disturb them, you know, get them out of there. Anyway, this is just a short update to kind of show you how things are breaking down, and showing you the black soldier fly larvae. So anyway, I'm tired now. That took some muscle, but that's okay. It's actually more full than it's ever been. Yeah, I don't think I've ever had it this full, so it definitely is taking some muscle to turn it. Whew, I'm out of breath. So it's ready to keep working and doing its job, but I loved the first time I turned it, feeling that heat coming out of it, because that's what you want. You want it to warm up. Is it necessary? No, not really. I mean, things are gonna break down no matter what, but having that heat is really good if you have things in there that have seeds. Like, so if you compost your tomatoes, we know they're filled with seeds, and I made the mistake when my first year composting, I composted everything, tomatoes, everything, and I had tomato plants popping up all over my yard, everywhere I put down compost. So I learned that if I'm gonna compost tomatoes, I usually will just remove the seeds first. You don't have to do that, especially if your compost is gonna heat up, because if it does heat up, it's gonna kill the seeds so they don't germinate. So that's really the main reason for the heat in a compost pile or bin or whatever. But yeah, I don't care about the heat because I'm constantly turning it, I'm constantly maintaining it and just making sure that things are breaking down, and they will break down. But yeah, that's it for compost update. And as it breaks down a little further and it gets closer to being done, I'll do another video and show you how I sift through it to pull out that good stuff and keep the bigger stuff back in, and then I can use it in my garden. But it's still working right now. It's not quite ready. Yeah, there is some good compost in there, but there's still a lot of big stuff that I don't want to sift through. I want as little work as possible. So yeah, we'll get to that next time. See ya.